So after a long wait, a trio of Parliament buses show up. That's got to be super annoying for all those people who are waiting for that first bus. But what is also annoying is I am re-recording this video I just shot. A little bit more about that in a moment, but hello everyone. It is Tuesday, May 21st, 5:38 p.m. and the temperature is a very hot 27 degrees Celsius. And I just made my way from King Station. Oops, let me get my camera set up, going east across downtown to a new food market. I checked out Berczy Park and the dog fountain along the way. And as I was finishing up recording, my camera told me recording canceled and I couldn't recover the footage. Or at least I couldn't see it on the SD card, and I looked it up online, and apparently when that happens, it doesn't save anything to the SD card. So I don't know if those files are still there and can be recovered or not, but oh well. Here is the International Street Food Market on Hangout Street, as they call it, and my plan was to walk over from there to this market, and I met a couple of very friendly vendors in here. So this was to be the end of the video, but we're starting here. They might be surprised to see me come back in, but this just opened up. And there's a number of different food vendors here. There's the Tamil Mexican food, not open. There's grilled shawarma. There's a gentleman I met just over there. Levantine cuisine. Hey boss, my recording didn't work, so I had to come back and redo it. Got some delicious looking Indian food. I'll come back in a live stream in the future.
I give you something good.
I had a recording error. So
Hi, how are you?
Good. Poutine, they've got a special every day. Portuguese food, churros, waffles, breakfast buddy. So this is a great addition to this side of town. There's a lot of housing going up on the east end. So come check it out. It is Hangout Street. Kind of feel like a dummy going back to a place where I just was. And now to redo that video in reverse. I'll see if I can recover that original one if it's still on the SD card. Probably not. We'll zigzag along a number of streets, making our way over to Berczy Park, and then I'll pop into King Station. So that one I just recorded started off quite busy in the financial district. At the tail end of rush hour. This one is going from less busy to busier. There's a 65 Parliament bus going north to Castle Frank. So I'm going to do that same route in reverse and try to avoid the glare of the sun. That food market kind of catering to both Corktown and Regent Park. And just to the north of here is Cabbagetown. This is Richmond Street East. I'll head south a block and then I'll walk along Adelaide Street. And I walked by here in a video I recorded a few weeks back. That is Must. It's a very affordable but nice furniture store. I think IKEA prices. It's quite nice, and they've got an excellent plant shop down here on the ground floor, and I don't think they have those in any of their other locations. Staff were excellent. There's some mothers-in-law tongues. And that is connected to another store run by the same company, Home Society. Very bougie, expensive, modern furniture store. A lot of neutral and cream colors in there, and sky-high price tags. And across the street, what is probably the most expensive furniture store in the city, Roche-Beaubois. I probably butchered the pronunciation of that, but I went in there once, and they had a full living room set for $27,000. There was also a bottle of champagne and some glasses. I imagine they might crack that open to celebrate you making a big purchase. I think one of our viewers, Jeanette, said they have one of those in Houston. And this is moving west on Adelaide Street. There's the Alumni Theatre. That's the oldest theatre society in Toronto. In fact, the entire province, and it was founded in 1918 by female graduates of the University of Toronto. And we'll look south down Berkeley Street. So there's a lot of new developments coming into this part of the east side of downtown.
There's that song.
And here's the banknote on the right. I've been to this location a number of times, partly because one of my favorite bars that used to be located just west of here was closed down, Betty's. And the banknote used to have a very well-known and popular location at King and Bathurst. But that location was expropriated by Metrolinx. That's due to the Ontario Line construction. Speaking of construction, there's a monster new development going in across the street there.
It's super nice weather. This is the weather I like.
I'll second what she said. Across the street here, we'll take Princess south a block down to King Street East. I used to live just south of here at Princess and Longboat. Here's King Street East and Old Town Toronto. And one of the reasons I didn't eat at that street food market is I'm making my way to a patio after this. I had to push my plans back half an hour thanks to having to re-record this. There's where Betty's used to be. Farewell, Toronto. We have loved being inside you. This is Sherbourne Street coming up. There's EQ3. And this place is called Design Within Reach. It is not so within reach to most of us. It's a very expensive furniture store. I did see a coffee table I quite liked there. It was about $800, and I found what looked to be a very convincing version of the same thing online for a quarter of the price. There's a 503 Kingston streetcar. This is Frederick Street. So I'm going to head south down to Front.
Are you recording me already?
You're in public. Why not?
Why?
You're in public. Smile. It's your problem, not mine. As if I set out to record her. You're the star of the video. Maybe I misinterpreted that. Maybe she wasn't complaining about it. I apologize if I misread that situation to her. And the much busier Front Street East. Here is George Street. And we're entering the heart of the St. Lawrence neighborhood. There's the Jason George on the right. We've got a pretty good patio and decent food. And Corner Place, restaurant and bar. And on the left is the St. Lawrence Market. I was there on Sunday. And their hours are Tuesdays through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturdays 7 till 5, Sundays 10 till 5, Mondays closed, and if it's a holiday, check their website. I also went to the antique market in the tent just to the south of it. There's a look up at the new northern market going in. I grabbed a female bacon sandwich from Carousel there. One of those essential Toronto eats. Paddington's also makes a pretty good female bacon sandwich. And this is the first time I have worn the shades. I also have shorts on and a t-shirt, of course, or at least the first time I've worn them this year in Toronto. I've been to a few different warmer climates, but it's nice this kind of weather has finally hit Toronto. There's the Flatiron Building on the east end of Berczy Park. And that is where we're heading. I think I've been walking much quicker on this one. That last video was around 40 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a pub with a pretty nice patio, the Firkin, in the Flatiron Building. Built to be the home of the Gooderham and Worts Distillery Company. Same people behind the Distillery District. This part here is Wellington Street, but on the south side of the Flatiron Building is a continuation of Front Street East. For a few blocks, Front Street is only one way. There's that nice big patio. There's a number of really nice patios just south of here on the Esplanade that I bet are quite busy today. And believe it or not, prior to this park being put in, where Berczy Park used to be a lovely parking lot. That was in 1980, the same year I was born, that the park went in. And it's such a fantastic space. There's plenty of shade, lots of places to eat and grab a drink or tables. Some very nice buildings on the south side of Front Street East here. But the star of the show is this more recent addition, the dog park fountain. Back when I used to work over there in the financial district, I would often grab a takeout lunch, sometimes alone, sometimes with some coworkers, and come to this park. These dogs are all looking up at the bone, but there's a cat over there. And the cat is fixated on those birds up on that lamppost. One of the nice benefits of this fountain is it masks all the noisy vehicle traffic. All right, we'll head up Colburn Street here. Berczy Park is such an amazing space. And here comes a streetcar along Wellington Street. I think that might be a diverted Queen streetcar. These streetcar tracks were recently rehabilitated. That one came down Church Street, and now it's running along Wellington, two streets that don't have regular streetcar service. Well, I said Colburn Street. I think that was actually Victoria Street. I looked up and saw that sign on my way over. I think that's been bent And here we are at Yonge Street. On the other side of the street is the financial district. This side is the St. Lawrence neighborhood. Okay, you could do your business in the middle of Yonge Street, at least if you're a construction worker. Someone jamming out to some tunes. Welcome to Toronto, folks. Clueless Tesla driver, what else is new? Clueless, selfish, thinks they're above everyone else. All right, let's head down into King Station here. I'll wrap this one up on the platform. This was not where I expected to be. But I hope you enjoyed this one, starting at a new street food market over on the East End and making my way west across the east side of downtown to King Station. A very busy King Station. Oh my. And let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Yoink!